What is going on, guys? DBG here. In this video we are going to be doing another squad comparison. In this video we are going to be doing the best emeralds versus the worst amethysts. So far when we've gone up a couple of tiers, like best rubies versus the worst pink diamonds, best sapphires versus worst diamonds, so far the kind of lower tier has actually won both of them, but you just never know what'll happen in this game right here. So anyway, we have got the best players at each position for the emerald tier and the worst players at each position for the amethyst tier. If you guys have any more ideas for these kind of like versus videos, leave it in the comments. These do super well on the channel. It's so obvious that you guys really like these videos. Like, even the least viewed of them all was my yesterday's one, which was the best dunkers versus the best 3-point squad, and that video still has 800 likes. So it's obvious that these are the type of videos that you guys want to see. And obviously I will do a lot of other things. When 2K do release a new batch of players, I've got a couple of ideas for things I can do with them that are kind of based around this topic, but we'll see. Well, we have to wait till Friday. But anyway, now let's go over the squads that I have used. So at the point guard position for emeralds, there's not that many that I was considering. Colin Sexton's good, Kenny Smith's okay, and when I scroll down, like, World Be Free is good, but I'm gonna stick. Well, I'm not going to use too many high token rewards. I don't really mind using token rewards in the emeralds because everyone gets 3 tokens. But I don't really want to use token rewards for the amethyst. So as much as possible, I'm going to stay away from the token rewards, even though there is one in the emerald squad. But the player that I used is Emmanuel Mudiay. So Mudiay, 87 offense and defensive overall. It's evident that he's too good to be an emerald. Goal posterizer, another bronze badge. He can shoot the mid, shoot the 3, he can dunk really well, super fast and a decent defender, and big at 6'5". At the 2-guard position, this is the one player that I've used that's a token reward. There's a lot of really good ones. J.R. Ryder is great. If you just want a shooter, Corver is good. T-Mac is a beast. But the guy that I used is the Emerald Mo Peterson. Again, unbelievable stats for an Emerald. He's got 1 gold badge. I think he comes with 1 silver, 1 bronze as well. He's got a good shot mid, good shot 3, or great shot 3. His release is decent. He's also 6'9", so he is a huge 2-guard. He's moderately fast, a decent enough defender, and is just an unbelievable card for the emerald tier. At the small forward position, there's a couple that I was considering using. Bill Bradley is a beast. Like, 90 offense, 84 defensive overall. Great release as well. Good mid-range, good 3-pointer, good defender. Just overall solid card. But like, the obvious number 1 is Trevor Ariza. The more I thought about it, the more obvious it was that Ariza is definitely the best. 85 offense, 88 defensive overall. He's played 27 minutes for me in one game. Oh, must have been a challenge. But he's got an 82 open shot mid, 88 open shot 3, 90 driving dunk, 86 ball control, so he can speed boost. He's also a really nice defender, got good enough speed, good lateral quickness, and is 6'8", so he is a big enough small forward. So these 3 guys are all really solid. And I'm not sure what price they are, but at one stage, Ariza was like 600 MT, Mudiay was around the same, and Peterson could literally be picked up for 3 tokens, so he's literally worth nothing. And the power forward position is Jian Lian. So E obviously is not as good as the amethyst, but the emerald is still really nice. 83 offense, 76 defensive overall, 7 foot tall, okay in the post, but I don't go to it too much. He can shoot the mid-range shot really well, 91, open shot 3 of 85. He's open, he'll hit nearly all of them. He's got a really nice release. He's also got 94 block, which is insane. He's got okay rebounding stats. He's moderately fast, good lateral quickness for a 7-footer, actually great lateral quickness of 80. And he's also got 67 on-ball defensive IQ, which is not great. Low post defense IQ of 74 is not great, but the stats that matter on defense, he's good. And then at the center position, this one's obvious. This one is so obvious. I'm not even going to talk too much about this. It's Zhou Qi, one of the best centers in the game, and it's obvious that he deserves a spot in this squad. You can pause if you want to see any of his stats, but I've talked about this card too much. So now we are on to the amethyst. And at the point guard position, again, this wasn't that easy because there's no absolutely off ones. I was considering putting Kyrie. I would have put this Isaiah Thomas, but very few people have him. Westbrook was another one that I was considering using. But the player that I went with was a guy who just, in my opinion, can't really do much. It's Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry has got a decent enough open shot mid and 3. However, he is a 6'1" point guard who feels sluggish in game. He's not particularly fast, not great on defense. And yes, just not a good card in general. At the 2 is a guy that's essentially Kyle Lowry 2.0. Just, yeah, that's it. Like, there's a lot of really good Amethyst 2 guys. Harden's not very good, but James Silas is literally 6'1". He is 6'1", good shot mid, not a great shot 3, a long release. He can't dunk it, He is really fast, but that's about it. He is essentially Kyle Lowry, but at the 2-guy position, so even worse. At the small forward position, this again was another one that was really tough because there's a lot of not great cards, but there's no absolutely awful ones. Giannis obviously is really good. Kawhi, I was considering putting him in, but I went with LeBron James. Just because he's LeBron James doesn't mean he's good, which a lot of people kind of have in their heads. LeBron James has got no real shot mid, no shot three. He can't even dunk the ball well. He's a 76 driving dunk. Driving layup is 90, which is okay, I guess. He can't speed boost. Passing is good enough, but that's not the most relevant thing in the world. Can't block shots. Not a good steal rating. Good enough shot contest, though. He's moderately fast, but not particularly fast. Not the best defender, but not awful on that end. He's just overall meh in absolutely everything. Can't really shoot. So in my opinion, LeBron James definitely one of the worst, if not the worst small forward in the game. Well, Amethyst small forward in my opinion is the worst, but he's definitely one of the worst. You can't really argue against that. At the power forward position, again, is a guy who in real life was incredible, but except for one specific version of him in NBA 2K17, a guy who has been absolutely terrible in 2K. So I was actually kind of looking at the lower end ones and thinking none of these are really bad. Davis, Jackson, they're all good enough cards. Collins is a beast. But then I remember that this guy is in the game. Dennis Rodman. He's 6'7". He was with no Hall of Fame badges. He's also got no post game at all. Terrible driving layup. Can't shoot mid-range shots. Can barely shoot threes. Is a good standing dunker. Not a great driving dunk. He can't pass the ball. Can't speed boost. An 86 block, which is decent, except for the fact he's 6'7", so he won't block many shots. Can't get steals. Great rebounder, but he's 6'7", so he won't get boards. He's fast, but speed is the least important of speed, ball, and acceleration. So he doesn't feel fast. He's got terrible lateral quickness for a 6'7" player of 68. Even though his defense stats are good, he's just too small to play defense. This card is absolutely terrible. Maybe the worst Amethyst in the game. At least the other three have some sort of redeeming qualities. Rodman has none. And at the center position is a guy who I thought was going to be a lot worse than he actually was. You could use, I like Vucevic, I like Whiteside. I don't think Steven Adams is that bad. But this guy is like a 6'9" Steven Adams. A 6'9" center, Antonio Davis. He's got a decent mid-range shot, can't shoot the 3-ball. Post game is not the best. Hook for a 6'9" guy is basically pointless if you're playing him a center, and that's the only thing you can really do. Decent dunker, I guess. Block rating's alright. Shot contest okay. Good rebounder. Not slow, not fast. Terrible lateral quickness for a 6'9" player. And yeah, just not a great card in general. So anyway, yep, these are the teams. Now let's go on to the highlights. So now we are going to compare them in the 5 stats that we always do. So the first of these is rebounding. And even though you might think, oh, Rodman's an incredible rebounder, Antonio Davis is an incredible rebounder, height means more than stats in this game. And without doubt, the Emeralds were better. The Emeralds have a height advantage in every position except where they're tied at small forward. They have a big height advantage at small forward and center. The guards can clean up on rebounds. Not even close. The Emeralds are a better rebounding team. Now we are on to defense. Again, it's something that stats-wise should not even be close. The best or the worst Amethyst should be better on defense. But again, height means so much more. The best Emeralds are so much better on defense. Now we're on to the offensive stats, and we're going to start off with shooting. Evidently, 4 of these 5 guys are knocked down. Mo Peterson missed everything in that game, but Ariza was hitting shots, E was hitting shots, and she was hitting shots. Moutier is not a bad shooter, but not great. From this lineup here, LeBron's not awful. He probably feels a little bit better than a 73 shot 3. Rodman can't shoot. Davis can't shoot. Silas, when he's wide open, can hit shots, especially from mid. Kyle Lowry can hit them when they're wide open. But shooting obviously goes to the best Emeralds. And next up is team offense. Again, with the best emeralds, it's pick your poison. You've got a really good slasher in Emmanuel Mudiay, who's got a 95 driving dunk, as well as insane speed. You've got Mo Peterson and Ariza, who can get to the basket. You've got E, who can take you outside, and Chi, who can take you outside or also beat you off a dribble and score at the basket. Without doubt, again, the emeralds win team offense. And last up is star power. So it's going to be the star player on each team. And even though I don't even know who to pick on the emerald team, I'm going to say star power because the ball's in his hands a lot is Emmanuel Mudiay. And star power on the amethyst is, let's be real, it's probably LeBron James. And if you want to get a score and you have a choice between Emmanuel Mudiay and LeBron James, I'm taking Mudiay every time. So star power again is won by the best emeralds. So that is 5-0 to the best emeralds. And I'm guessing that the more you go lower in the tiers, like say best golds versus worst rubies, it'll become even more lopsided. I think the best golds will be even more better than the worst rubies than it's been. So each time we've done this, it's been more lopsided for the lower rated players. So anyway, yep, that is the video. The best emeralds are far better than the worst amethyst. They're so much better. But anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.